Please turn your sound on to hear full explanations of our answers. Thank you. And the question is, how does Forex technical analysis work? And the answer I have, which I will elaborate on, it's all about the charts. And that's a little simplistic, but you'll soon see what I mean. Technical analysis is one of the main types of analysis. In stocks or Forex or any tradable instrument, there's basically two types of analysis. There's fundamental and there's technical analysis. And fundamental is, in stocks, it's looking at it's looking at the company, inside the company, the different revenue streams, how the company works, the market that it operates in, all this kind of stuff. In Forex, fundamental analysis is things like, what is the interest rate in the country? What is the growth rate like? What's manufacturing doing? How's consumer confidence? All those types of things. But technical analysis is totally different. Technical analysis is ignoring all those factors, and instead it's looking at the price action. And the price action is usually represented as a chart, but and technical analysts are often called chartists. But the important thing to remember about a chart is just a graphical representation of the price, right? So it's really just a reflection of the price with time. So technical analysts are concerned with the price. They're not really concerned with the charts. They use charts, but it's really all about the price. Now you've got to ask yourself, what is the price? When the price moves up and down, all that stuff, what is it? In its most pure form, it's demand and supply coming together, and then the market the market reaching some kind of equilibrium price. And that's what technical analysis is all about. It's about looking at the market, looking at all the people who are in the market, how they interact together, and what that does to the price. And they use charts because charts are a very convenient way of doing their analysis. A typical technical analyst will look at different types of patterns. You may have heard, for example, a very basic pattern known as the head and shoulders pattern. And this is a pattern where a price will go up, and then it will retreat back down, and then it will go even higher. Okay, so that's the shoulder, and then the head. The head is higher than the shoulder. And then it will come down from that big peak, and it will rise up again to about the level of the previous shoulder, and then go back down. So it looks like a head and shoulders. Now, the reason that pattern applies is because the price initially reaches a certain high, and then it goes back down, and then it manages to push right through that and reach a new high. But when it goes on the way back down and tries a third time to go up, it encounters resistance at the first place, the first peak that it reached. And this is a theme that is central throughout technical analysis: support and resistance, the idea. And this is why you see charts go in waves, because what happens is, whenever a price goes to the same place that it went before, okay, and it went to that price before, but it didn't get any further, people say that's like a kind of test for the price. They say, will it repeat history? Will it find it tough to go past that price again, and therefore back away and maybe test that price again on a later day or a later month or whatever? Or will it break through and break out, as they say? And there's a lot of patterns like this. Another thing that technical analysts like to do is they like to plot what are called indicators. So if you look at a chart, it looks really, really wavy. And what some people like to do is to smooth it out. So you can smooth it out using something called a moving average. And it's simply a formula that's applied to the chart that smooths it out. And then you can better see trends. For example, another thing people like to do is to plot moving averages over different periods. So the longer your moving average, then the smoother your chart becomes. So if you plot like a 30-day moving average, it will look smoother than, say, a 10-day moving average. And what chartists like to do is, for example, they like to see when the lines cross over. That may give them a signal to say, yes, now it's time to trade, to buy or to sell or whatever. A big reason why technical analysts love technical analysis is because it allows them to be very methodical and logical in what they do. There are no emotions involved. You simply set a rule and then you test and see if this rule is broken or whatever. That's all you do. You set a test and you see if something passes the test or not. So it's totally logical, and that's always something that all Forex traders, whether they're fundamental analysts or whether they're technical analysts, they all want to do this. They all want to get rid of emotion out of their trading. And in a way, those who like technical analysis have an advantage because it is very quantitative. In fact, it's completely quantitative. So, that is a brief overview of technical analysis. There's a lot more to it, obviously, but that's a little brief overview. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Before you go, I just would like to say, if you want the best results, which is for you to become a better trader, more consistent, don't make as many losses, use logic, don't let emotions affect your trading decisions, become consistent as well, and not haphazard and all over the place. If you want to become better, develop a greater understanding of yourself, your own trading psychology, and the market around you, then really I want to recommend to you the link below. I'll put a link in the description box below. Please click on that link. It will take you to a site which is one of the best resources on the internet. It's created by one of the biggest traders going, and thousands of guys have benefited from this site and from the advice that this trader has. So please go there, have a look. I think you'll be very impressed with what he has to say, and you'll benefit from it greatly without a doubt. So check it out, and I will see you soon in another video. Take care.